The Tupelo Police Department wants to make a change in the All-America City. One way they are trying to do that is with classes on gun safety. WTVA's Ethan Foster joins us now to tell us more.
Today I talked with Chief John Quacca and Corporal Nathan Sheffield at the Tupelo Police Department, who both spoke at that free class today about why they think it's so important to lead the charge on firearm safety.
Our number one priority for Tupelo Police Department is prevention of gun violence.
Keeping Tupelo kids safe and teaching parents how to appropriately handle and store their guns. Those were the two key points made Thursday as members of the Tupelo Police Department spoke to community members.
Obviously, you can go somewhere and pay to learn this, but we want to get this information out to as many people as we can, no charge.
Corporal Nathan Sheffield is a resource officer at Tupelo High School, and he said he never thought he'd be back at his alma mater.
If you would have told me when I graduated from high school back in the year 2000 that one day you're going to be a cop on campus here, I told you you're crazy.
His goal now is to connect with kids, and he says he believes that's exactly where he's supposed to be.
You know, as you get older and things progress, you just never know where the Lord's going to put you. And I am there because that's where I'm supposed to be. I'm on this earth to be a school resource officer at Tupelo High School. I fully believe that.
Both Sheffield and Quacca say they hope to inform this generation of kids and reshape their view of police.
In 27 years in law enforcement, I do everything I can not to shoot somebody because every life is valuable. Everybody has worth, and we've really got to bring that back home, that human lives are extremely important and life is not a video game.
But I want to see this program grow. I'm glad that we have an administration that is focused on this because we can't just talk about it and end it. We've got to educate these kids. We've got to build relationships in the community. We have to be approachable. We can't just sit in our cars. We have to be approachable.
Of course, don't want to leave you without reminding you about those 4 universal gun safety tips I told you about earlier today. Rule number 1, always treat every gun like it's loaded, even if you know it's not, and ready to fire. 2, never point a gun at anyone or anything that you're not willing and ready to completely destroy. Number 3, know where you're aiming and what is behind your target. And 4, keep your finger off the trigger at all times until you are aimed and you are ready to fire. Of course, Chief Quacca also said, parents, if you have a gun of any kind, you need to have a way to lock it up securely and safely. Emily, back to you.
Some really great tips. Thank you, Ethan.